What's up, everybody? Welcome to my review of the Yikun Discs Luan. This one's in the Phoenix Star plastic, and big thank you to Yikun themselves for sending me this disc to test and review. They sent me a bunch of great plastic that I will be reviewing over the next few months or so stay tuned for other molds. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun to get out there and test some new plastic from a relatively new manufacturer and help to kind of get the word out there for you guys if you're interested to check some of this stuff out for yourself. So, without further ado, let's get into the review. This one is in the Phoenix Star plastic, and here's a look at the stamp. It is quite sparkly. The most obvious kind of characteristic of this disc, as soon as you hold it, is it's got a super perfectly flat board flat top, and it's super gummy. I mean, you can see that this thing is like really flexible for a driver, especially. It's real gummy, real grippy. It feels awesome in the hand. Like if you played a lot of winter golf, I could see you enjoying this plastic. It's got a nice feel. It's really grippy. It's really pretty. I mean, it's a great looking disc. I love the way the sparkles look and the translucent orange. It's a real good looking disc and has a very unique feel in the hand. It's got a big wide rim on it, super wide rim, and it's pretty shallow, perfectly flat across the top. I think the stamp's pretty cool. No problems there. It is marked 175 to 177. I have not tested to see exactly how heavy this thing is. But yeah, there she is. Take one more look at the rim profile here. Really fast, big rim driver. Let's find some stuff to show it next to. First of all, we have a somewhat freshly dyed recycled Gladiator. This one, let me make sure I'm not showing you any ink. Much more rounded, well, not that much more rounded, but it's got a little bit more of a rounded feel to the outer edge. That's why I like the Gladiator. It's got a really comfortable feel in the hand for a wide rim, especially. Not quite as wide, and definitely not as flat. It's got a little bit of a pop on this Gladiator. Nice stable flyer for me in my arm. Then we have a Fusion Raider as well. Let's put that next to it. Definitely some noticeable differences there. The Raider also has a little bit of a pop to it. Almost kind of similar feel. It's not quite as gummy, but it's definitely not very stiff either. Definitely super nice feel in that Fusion Raider. But yeah, there she is next to a couple things you might be familiar with. So, nice feel in the hand. If you don't like the wide rim or kind of a shallow feel, you're not going to dig this. If you don't like a flat top, you're not going to like this disc either, especially not in this plastic. I'm not exactly sure how the other plastic types this might be available in would fluctuate in terms of the way they come out of the mold, if they're all this flat or whatever, but they're definitely all going to have that wide rim at a speed 14, 5, -1, and 3. So, as you look at some of the flight demos from James here, I'm going to let you guys know, I think the flight numbers probably, from my perspective, for this particular disc and this plastic type will be 14.404. This thing is unbelievably overstable. The second I took it out of the package and I felt that really flat top, the wide rim, the gummy plastic, it instantly clicked in my head. This thing's going to be beefy. I just knew it. And the second we got out there and started testing it, it did not disappoint. This thing is extremely overstable, meat hook driver, way too fast and stable for my arm. If you had a huge, big power arm, you could probably still get a nice overstable flight out of this thing, but I'm sure you'll get some more distance. It is high speed, so maybe if you had a lot of power, you could get it to start standing up a little bit, but yeah, especially again in this plastic type with how floppy and soft it is, and then the wide rim, the flat top, this thing is an absolute beefcake. It is extremely overstable, and there's really not a whole lot to say about it. Throw it out there, it goes left, it skips, you can rip it over on Anheuser, it'll come right out. You can forehand it on Anheuser, it'll come right out. It's just a real overstable, fast, flat top driver. So that is basically my review on the Luan. That's all it really did for us. It didn't really do anything that surprised me. After the first couple throws, we pretty much knew what it was going to do. Now, neither myself nor James neither of us are very good at kind of ripping over on Anheuser, nor are we big power throwers. James definitely gets out much farther than me, but he's more of a smooth, just stand up and go distance thrower. He's not like a big ripper. You know, he's not hulking up and really powering through his shot. He just knows how to control his plastic and get it to stand up and fly on a smooth angle. So no matter what we did, this thing was extremely overstable for us, and we really didn't see any natural turn whatsoever. So a really great utility disc, especially for players with more arm speed, or if you have really cold conditions that you play in. This nice soft plastic should firm up a little bit in the cold weather, but still maintain a nice grip and probably somewhat of a, you know, kind of a standard feel once you get out there in the colder temperatures. Definitely a fun disc to test, and it is also very beautiful to look at. That is my review. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks once again to Yikun Discs. I'll check you guys later. Cheers. Thank you so much for watching, and big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. If you would like to see your name listed in the credits of all of my videos, go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd.